What is up, people of the internet? Let's dive into today's video. We're gonna be going deep today, okay? So deep that you might not even be able to fully comprehend what I am about to say in this video. So deep, as a matter of fact, that as I was making bullet points to talk about in this video, I was starting to get a little bit lost, because the self-awareness that you have to take a step back and a step back and a step back and think about the unraveling of your mind and limiting beliefs is gnarly. So without further ado, I don't believe people when they say they don't want to be famous, right? I believe that they've convinced themselves that they think they don't want to be famous, but I don't truly believe that they don't want to be famous, right? I think that's a lie. I think it's a lie that they're telling themselves. I think it's a story that they're telling themselves. Because, right, if you think about fame, right? Think about all the things that come with fame: notoriety, status, money, power, network, influence, the ability to do good, impact others, give back. Who doesn't want that? Or who doesn't want some of that? You don't need to have all of them. Who doesn't want some of that? It is an amplifier. Now I get when people want to say, like, well, I don't want to be an A-list celebrity because then I can't walk around in public and paparazzi are going to be. I get that, but it's like, it's not that you don't want to be famous. You just don't want like the negative parts of being famous, which I can get that, and I can understand that. But think about it. All the things that I just said, the money, status, fame, whatever, it's all human nature. It's literally like hardwired into our DNA. Like if you go back to like very unaware civilizations and like, I don't want to say unintelligent, but past civilizations of humans, like you see that the seek for power, the seek for status. If you ask like anyone, if you go poll a bunch of people, actually a lot of people will openly say that they want to be famous, right? For all the obvious reasons of the tangible benefits that being famous brings you, right? And I think a lot of the other people who say, oh no, I don't want to be famous, it's just like, it's not true. I don't believe. I think that they deeply believe the story that they're telling themselves, and they continue to reiterate and impress upon their subconscious, is that being famous is bad, so they shy away from it, right? Or they don't truly believe that it's possible for they themselves to be famous. And so because of that, it doesn't even register like as a desire in the first place. Because if you think about it, as humans, we only desire the things that we believe that we can have, right? Like if you think about any of the things that you want, probably a lot of your desires come with the assumption that it's like, I can have that, I can get that. Like, there's a lot of people who say like, oh, I don't want a private jet. And it's like, yeah, you do. You just don't believe that you'll ever have it. So it like doesn't register as a desire, and you don't even want to like say it out loud, right? Ultimately, I think like if you think about, here's an example. Like I know that I'll never be a woman. Like I am a man. I will never be a woman. We talk about sex changes, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I don't believe that that's going to make me a true woman anyways. But like me actually just snap of the fingers, full woman. Never going to happen. I know it'll absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, never happen. And I believe that truly because it is true. And so I will never desire that. I have zero desire to be a woman because I know that it can't be true. Like I don't believe that it'll be true. So that's kind of an idea. But if you think about it, I think really what's happening, if I have to break this down, again, this is just conjecture. Who the hell am I? Some random guy on the internet ranting to the camera, right? But like, here's what I've gathered so far, and here's what I think. People have convinced themselves that they don't want to be famous by doing like psychological jujitsu, basically to make them think that they don't want it, right? Because if I want to be famous, but I don't believe that I can be, and therefore I don't try, right? And therefore I never become famous, because then I have to live with the fact that I didn't get something that I wanted. Like I fell short of a desire. and that would make me sad, right? Like if you think about it, right? So if I want to be famous, but I don't believe it, then I'm not going to try, right? And because I don't try, I'll never actually be the thing. And then I have to live with the fact that I never got the thing that I wanted. I fell short of my goal, and that's gonna make me uncomfortable. So it's like a self-protection mechanism to like spare me the discomfort, to just be like, oh, I don't want that. It's like it's a way of protecting yourself from realizing that they're falling short of a desire, right? Again, they do this psychological jujitsu to convince themselves they don't want it. Because it's like, and I'm kind of reading my bullet points here, so bear with me, but it's like, I can't fail if I never try. It's the same thing as this. You hear this, like, well, if I don't try, I can never fail because I didn't attempt in the first place. And so then it's like, because if I try and I fail, then I'll be disappointed. So I may as well not even try in the first place. You see a lot of people who are complacent in their life, and I'm not saying that if you don't try to be famous, you're complacent. I'm just saying in general. People who are complacent in their life, who don't want to try because they're afraid, so much afraid of failure, and they think that they're gonna like ruin their self-esteem and everyone's gonna laugh at them and everyone's gonna judge them because they failed. They just won't go for the things in general. Because for them, it's like safer, it's better to just be like, well, I don't want to be a failure because if I try something and I fall short, I fail, and then people are gonna be like, oh, you failed, you suck. But that's really it's a faulty mindset in my opinion. You shouldn't think that way, because then you'll never fucking do anything if you're afraid of failure. And it's like, if I'm not gonna try in the first place, then I don't even want to have the desire, because I'll feel like a loser if I want something and don't try for it. If that makes sense, if you're following me. I know this shit is fucking deep and esoteric, and it's kind of crazy, but like, am I making sense? Drop a comment down below. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Maybe you yourself are watching this video and you're like, I've always told my friends, family, and everyone that I don't want to be famous. But if I really think about it, if I really sit down and consider, it's like, is that true? Or do I just not believe that either that's okay to have that desire, or do I just truly not believe that I'll ever be famous? So I've just like convinced myself that I don't want to be. Trippy shit, right? Kind of crazy. I know this is a crazy, deep friggin' rant that I got going here, but I wanted to drop this video because I just had this thought the other day, and I could be wrong. As always, I'm always here to entertain other ideas. Drop a frickin' comment down below. Join the conversation. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm an absolute whack job? Or you're like, fuck, I feel like this guy's actually kind of figured something out. Like he might have a point there. Maybe I should do some digging. And the one last thing that I want to leave you with, if you left it to this point, I just want to say part of the reason why I want to be famous, and why I think a lot of people want to as well, is because it doesn't matter what you want to do. Whether you're like all ego, self-serving, give me the money, give me the fame, give me the girls, give me the this, materialistic, whatever. Whether like that's what you want, whether you want like true fulfillment to do what you love every single day, or whether you're just like obsessed with helping people, and you think that like your entire life's mission is to help others be better, inspire them, like do charity work, whatever, all of it, I believe, can be magnified with fame and notoriety and with an audience. So take a look at that, take an extra thought, do some deep thinking, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Cheers.